Hello and welcome, I'm Micah, the cosplayer seamstress. Today I'm going to be sewing the hood for the medieval Genderbend Harley Quinn. But before that, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The materials I will need for this are the black thread, the red cotton fabric, the black cotton fabric, the yarn, a brush, fabric scissors, the pattern with instructions, the sewing machine, a handheld needle, the hot glue gun, and some stitch witchery. If you would like to know where I got the thread, fabric, yarn, and pattern, check out the Medieval Genderbent Harley Quinn Patterns and Plans video on my channel. The first step is to figure out what pattern pieces I will need for this. I will need piece 6 from the Simplicity pattern. I will also need my own pattern pieces for the jester tail bits and the diamond piece for the appliques. I already had all of these cut out before I filmed. I will use the pattern pieces to cut out the fabric. You can use the cutting layouts provided in the pattern, or you can make your own layouts as long as you follow the instructions on the pattern paper. For example, if you need to cut something on a fold, then you need to remember to cut that on a fold, or if you need to cut 2, make sure to cut 2. I will be creating my own layout as I will be cutting 2 of the hood piece instead of cutting it on a fold, since Harley Quinn's original design is split between the 2 colors. I will also have to cut 2 of my own pattern piece for the tail bits, 1 on each of the colors, and then cut out the diamonds for the insignia. I will have to cut out 6 in total, 3 per color. Finally, I will also have to remember to cut out notches, and after I cut the fabric, I mark my dots with chalk later. Next, I will set up the machine. If you are not sure how to make a bobbin match your thread or how to thread the machine or bobbin, check out my sewing machine walkthrough video. I will be using mainly black thread for this project as it will match at least half and will not look bad on the red fabric. Remember to try to match your thread to the fabric as best you can. Now I will begin following the instructions. Please note I will not always follow the directions, and that is okay. First, I will start with sewing the black and red hood pieces together, as I had to cut the fabric separately as they are 2 different colors. I had to add sewing the back together. Then I will put the gather stitching at the bottom of the hood. The first one will be at 5/8 inches, the second will be at about 3/8 inches. This is in essence step 9 from the Simplicity pattern. After that, I will make a narrow hem along the front of the edge. This is not according to the instructions, as I will not be putting a facing on it. Next, I will sew the tail bits together, creating a long triangle shape. After that, I will sew the pieces to the hood using a zigzag stitch. I'm wanting this to look very homemade. Then I will pull the gather lines and distribute the gathers so they are even. This is step 10. Then I will pin the hood to the tabard, which I did off camera. Next, I will sew this all in place. This is in essence step 13 from the pattern. Next, I'll work on the pom-poms that will go on the ends of the tail bits. I will start by wrapping the yarn around my hand over and over about 75 times. Then I will take a smaller piece of yarn and wrap it around the outside of my bundle and knot it in place. Then I will cut the loop ends making a pom-pom. Then I will glue these to the tail bits with the hot glue gun. The last thing I will do is the applique. First, I will glue them in place with the stitch witchery. Then I will make them look more like a patch by zigzagging them down. I wanted this to look very homemade. Congratulations! You now have a completed tabard with hood and appliques. Here is what the finished product looked like on my partner. If you would like to see how I made the tabard, check out the video from last week. If you would like to see how I make the accessories, come back next week. Now that you have the hood and applique, you are ready for the accessories. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next project!